rounds, and obviously putting out some terrific knowledge to their wrestlers. Match number one, set to go. Late change for Pitt. It's going to be Camacho. He will be taking on Logan Treaster for the mids. Treaster in the gold Under Armour slinglet, and Camacho, obviously in the blue and the gray with the yellow stripes at the bottom of the slinglet for the Panthers. Treaster at 20-10 last season, 44-20 in his career at the Naval Academy. Big win over nationally ranked Sydney Flores last year. It's 9-4 in dual matches. Again, for Navy in their first year under Gary Colat, tremendous amateur wrestler, 137-0 his collegiate career. Obviously, like many terrific wrestlers coming out of that state of Pennsylvania, Sir Mark with Stacy Mashaw at Navy's Wrestling SID. You start doing research on a lot of these wrestlers, the ones that come from the state of Pennsylvania, so gifted with tremendous wrestling coverage all throughout the state of Pennsylvania. Tom Hausnick obviously works up around the Bethlehem area, rewarded with all of his work this year, as was Stacy for her work as a sports information director. They just put out tremendous wrestling content. These are two programs getting ready for this matchup. The folks at Pitt do a terrific job. Information on their program. These are two programs that really push their wrestling program and care about it highly. Still no score here. We're counting down to 1 minute to go here. This opening matchup, Colton Camacho for the University of Pittsburgh, Logan Treaster for the Naval Academy. Treaster, the senior out of Newton, Kansas. Camacho, the redshirt freshman out of Delmont, Pennsylvania. They're off the mat. Down to 44 seconds remaining in a scoreless first quarter. In addition to this matchup, we've got another mat with extra matches going on, as both teams just trying to get as many wrestlers some action here as they possibly can here to start this season. "13 seconds to go here in the quarter. Treaster, that left leg, picks up the 2 points. And the period is over. So Logan Treaster, the late takedown, gets 2 points here to lead 2-0 here at the end of the quarter. Camacho will choose the down position here to get the second period underway. Lewis New was originally scheduled to go in this spot for Pittsburgh. Camacho in as the late change here. Good job here by Treaster. Not allowed to. Usually you'll see a lot of guys get that easy escape point, get a little confidence going. It's a great video. Coach Colat talking about, that very thing. It's just why you do all that extra work, and you do the extra work for conditioning and strength and in the pool, because you don't want to give up that easy point. You don't want to give your opponent that extra sense of confidence once they get on the board. Because confidence is so big at all levels of sport. As soon as a guy starts to feel it a little bit, their performance starts to change a little bit. Treaster's done a terrific job here, not allowing that as Camacho started this period in the down position. Under a minute to go, 2-0. Logan Treaster of Navy on top here. Next match coming up is going to be a really, really good one. Real treat. With Mickey Philippi, one of the best in the country at 133, taking on Jacob Allen of Navy. Jacob, who picked up a win in his freshman year against the number 2 ranked wrestler in the country, going to get a real test with Philippi coming up here in our next matchup. Down to 16 seconds remaining. Down to 10. Treaster also amassing some significant riding time here. Down to 4, 3, 2, and 1. So Logan Treaster, solid job there through that 2-minute period, not to allow the escape at all by Camacho. Final 2 minutes of regulation underway here. Logan Treaster taking on Colton Camacho here in our opening matchup. 10 matches coming your way tonight here on ESPN+. Now the onus here is on Camacho to make something happen here. Down 2 with 1:40 to go. Nice job by Treaster. Had the arm, pulled him back in, and then started to work on that right leg. Takes him down for the 2-pointer. Well done here to Logan Treaster to up his advantage to 4-0 with 1:23 to go. Again, it all started by just pulling him back in with the arm and enabled him to get plenty of leverage to reach down and grab that leg and complete the takedown. Down to 1:10 to go here, and a 4-0 lead for Logan Treaster, trying to get Navy on the board here. They take on one of the nation's best in the number 14 Panthers. And there's an escape point by Camacho. Less than a minute to go now. 4-1, Logan Treaster on top here for Navy. You can hear Keith Gavin and the Pitt staff talking to Camacho. Not to let Treaster burn the clock on you here, but you're down to 35 seconds, so you got to get something going here. Treaster doing a terrific job of just continuing at this point to stalemate. Down to 20 seconds. Down to 10. Logan Treaster for Navy will get the night started in good fashion as he'll pick up the victory here over Colton Camacho.
From Navy, Logan Treaster.
So Logan Treaster about how good he was. You could see the quality that he was going to bring that University of Pittsburgh wrestling room. Guy with tremendous quickness, excellent technician, a great challenge here for Jacob Allen of Navy tonight against one of the nation's best. Allen, no slouch, 25 career wins over 2 seasons. And in the class of 2022, Jacob Allen, number 1 in academic order of merit out of 1,137 students. He's an operations research major here at the United States Naval Academy, carrying a 4.0 GPA. I think if you're Allen, you don't want to be too cautious, because Philippi's a guy that can use any bad move against you quickly and put you in trouble. But at the same time, you're trying to win the match, trying to get your name out there and put your name on the map here against one of the nation's best. See, Philippi a little bit taller, but still trying to win that leverage battle, get down a little bit lower than Allen was. Right now, Philippi almost, putting the onus here on Allen. Go ahead and make a move. of course, a three-time Pennsylvania state champion. That first year at Virginia went 22-7. So even though, as he kind of admitted a little bit, may have been a little bit homesick, still did some quality work in the wrestling room that first year down in Charlottesville. Down to 45 seconds here in a scoreless opening period. Under 30 seconds to go now here in the opening period. Still scoreless between Mickey Philippi, Jacob Allen at 133. It's taking the opening match of the night via Logan Treaster 4-1 decision. Down to 5 seconds. Pretty much the same position they were in the entire first period. Philippi will be in the down position here to start period number 2. Now, if you're Allen, you're trying to do the same thing that Treaster did when he was on top in period 2 of his match. Caution against Allen, the false start. See, look at the eyes of Philippi. He's trying to gauge the official, trying to get that jump. Allen trying to keep the hands locked together here, trying to make Philippi work hard. Good strength there from Philippi to just work his way right out of it. Picks up the first point of the match. Got to give Jacob Allen a lot of credit here. I mean, he's going toe-to-toe here with Philippi and acquitting himself pretty well. Philippi, a guy that we were talking about at the beginning of our broadcast. Real cooking aficionado.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Loves to make the pancakes. Spaghetti, another favorite food. In fact, I made that before we came to do the broadcast here tonight. I see well-rounded athletes. This guy's going to be able to fend for himself after he graduates out in real life. Again, the battle of leverage here. You know, Allen goes down, Philippi gets lower. Now gets the leg, takes the takedown. Again, the great thing about Philippi is he just doesn't put himself in bad spots. Doesn't put himself, you know, in position to get caught with anything. Really makes the opponent work extremely hard. As the period ends here, Philippi with a 3-0 lead. Allen will have choice here for Navy. He'll take the down position here. You know, sometimes in this sport, you know, sometimes you get guys that sometimes overcomplicate it a little bit. The one thing about Philippi is he just doesn't do that. Just doesn't open the door for you. Makes you have to come in with something significant to get inside. See the strength. Philippi not allowing the escape here by Allen. Massing the riding time here. We're down to 1:30 here in the final period. Mickey Philippi leading by a score of 3-0. Opening weekend, and Keith Gavin talked about it. He goes, we've been able to practice, but it's been pretty boring when you haven't been able to wrestle against other opponents. So both of these teams is happy to be out on the mat competing against somebody else. Minute 3 left here in the period. Philippe checking with his coach. He'll go with the neutral position, which gives Allen a point. So 3-1 now, Philippe. 55 seconds to go here in the third and final period. Again, seizes that leg. Look at the strength. There it is. Gets the 2-point takedown. Leads now by a score of 5-1. They're both off the mat. Four seconds remaining. 5-2, the Philippe advantage. There's 2 more. One for the escape. Makes it a 7-3 Philippe advantage as we're counting down to 10 seconds to go here in this third and final period. One of the nation's top wrestlers is going to get another victory. It's been sensational during his career so far, and he opens up 2021 season with a victory as Mickey Philippi beats Jacob Allen of captain coming up here, taking on Cole Matthews. NCAA qualifier. Here we go. Tribus EIWA champion last year. Both wrestlers ranked Tribus at 13, Matthews at 14. Cody Tribus, 53 career wins, 9 straight matches coming in. And a great program at Mount St. Joe. Matthews gets a quick takedown here to take the 2-0 advantage and seize momentum right away. I believe Tribus has an issue here. Referee sends him over to the sideline. Trainer will get a look. Nice job there by Matthews to come out, seize momentum right away, get the quick takedown. Matchup of ranked wrestlers. Puts himself right on top now, puts the onus on Tribus right away here. Cody, a service selection Marine Corps ground. Get them all cleaned up. Matthews, who, of course, in that great amateur wrestling in the state of Pennsylvania, AA champion of the PIAA in 2015 at 130 pounds. So a lineage of excellence for both of these wrestlers back in their pre-college days. Tribes, of course, in the great high school program at Mount St. Joe here in this area. After being at the very small Northeast Maryland High School, Bohemia Manor, for the first 2 years of his high school wrestling career. And they both were off the mat. Minute 41 to go here in this first period. A 2-1 lead for Cole Matthews of Pitt. We'll adjust the headgear momentarily here. You can understand that these guys have, basically, obviously had to follow a ton of unbelievable protocols because of COVID. Just the fact that they're actually now out in a competitive match against somebody else. I think a lot of athletes have come to find their love and their enjoyment, respect for competing, it's really been challenged in all sports during this incredible time. again, not only the mat that we're showing you with the top guys from each team, both coaches putting together essentially second teams that are wrestling on another mat off to the side just so they can get as many matches for their wrestlers as possible. It's a great idea. And I think at the facilities, they can facilitate that out through the course of the schedules. It's going to be even better just so these young men have a chance to compete. There you can see the second mat going on in the background there. It's a great camera shot from our crew working hard here tonight at Alumni Hall here on the campus of the United States Naval Academy. Travis trying to make something happen. Trying to reach back for that leg here. Time winding down. And the clock runs out.
And Navy will have choice going into the second period.
Choice for Travis coming up here in period 2. He'll take the down position, trailing in the match by a count of 2-1 against Cole Matthews of the University of Pittsburgh. Redshirt sophomore out of Greenville, PA. The escape point ties us up at 2. Pair of NCAA qualifiers from a year ago. Travis, the EIWA champion. Of course, Navy, the change of leadership at the wrestling program. Gary Colad taking over now in his first season. Did an unbelievable job, basically almost from the ground up at Campbell University. Made the Camels a SoCon power. 12 SoCon champions during his time there. Colad, who wrestled his first 2 years at Penn State, went 61-6. Transferring to Lock Haven. 2000 Olympian. 2 Pan Am gold medals. You can take a look at his full bio at navysports.com. But look at the lineage of both of these coaches. As we mentioned, Coach Gavin finishing 4th in a Flow wrestling event. I think it's a terrific event, by the way. It gives guys a chance to compete. Little pot of cash on the line. Coach Gavin finishing 4th in that event. Took home $2,500 for his work there. So both of these programs, from a leadership standpoint, are in great hands. There's a long lineage of wrestling here at the United States Naval Academy. Pitt, of course, go back into the early 20s, long lineage of their program as well. Good job grabbing the leg here by Travis. Can he complete it? Not yet. Time again winding down on him just as it did at the end of the first. And it runs out here. So Matthews able to prevent the takedown, and now Matthews has choice here. So Travis with good work at the end of each period, but essentially running out of time. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Slight riding time advantage right now to Matthews of 9 seconds. As we head into this 3rd period. Travis desperately trying to prevent the escape point here. Can't do it. Matthews takes the lead 3-2. Travis got to work hard here. These are 2 guys that are likely to see each other somewhere down the line. 2 nationally ranked wrestlers. Tight matchup here, no surprise. 3-2 Matthews here with 1:27 to go in this 3rd period. Both going to end up off the mat. Our next matchup coming up at 149 will be Cody Cobb for the mids, Luke Kemmer for the University of Pittsburgh. So we're under 60 seconds to go. Matthews of Pitt clinging to a 3-2 lead. Tribus twice been in a position to get something happening. He's got one right there. Doesn't run out of time this time, and he finishes the move, and he takes a 4-3 lead. Down to 35 seconds.
30 seconds remaining, 30.
Coach Kolat talked about, this is why you do all that strength work. This is why you put all that time in the pool from a conditioning standpoint. 20 seconds to go. You're taking on another nationally ranked wrestler, and you got a 1-point lead. Can you finish it off? And a 1-point escape for Matthews. Ties it up at 4. 6 seconds to go. And up off the match. Off the mat, rather. Go to overtime. 4-all tie. Been a good matchup here between Cody Tribus, Cole Matthews. Two nationally ranked guys, as you would expect. Great matchup here in the season opener for both. And a 4-all tie. And to get the clock situated over on the far side. We're underway. Sudden victory overtime.
Sudden victory number 1.
There it is. Sudden victory for Cody Tribus. Pitt will challenge. Former home of Carwen Farm. Big harness racing farm that had horses with future Hamiltonian winner Roger Hammer and Vivid Photo down in Bedford, Pennsylvania. Underway here at 149. Cobb's also service selection Marine Corps ground. 4th in the EIWA last year. 42 career wins. 3-time Idaho State champ. Before attending the Naval Academy, there's 2 years of missionary work. Cameron, terrific at the high school level. 107 career wins in high school. 7 career wins so far at the University of Pittsburgh. So a chance for the Mids to capture a little early momentum here. Pitt still with great wrestlers like Jake Wenzel, Greg Harvey, Nino Bonacorsi still coming up on their card here. So Navy trying to build up some early points here to stay in this match from a dual match perspective. So far from Logan Treaster and Cody Tribus. Mickey Philippi winning for the University of Pittsburgh. Nice job here by Cameron to get the early 2-point takedown. Nice show of strength. Takes him right down to the mat. See Kerry Cole out there on the far side. Trying to help his wrestler right here. Second warning for stalling. Gets a point. We're all leaving at 2. Escape point, stalling warning. Down to 60 seconds to go here in the opening period. 2-2 tie between Casey Cobb and Luke Kemmerer.
Under a minute to go.
45 seconds. underneath the neck here. Trying to maintain advantage. Kemmerer doing a good job to work out of it. The hold on the back of the head here. Warning against Casey Cobb. Dangerous situation. Down to 20 seconds to go here in this opening period. Down to 10. Down to 3, 2. That'll do it for the first period. Tied at 2. Kemmerer will have choice here to start this second period. He'll take the down position. And we saw Logan Treaster in this situation earlier. Never allow his opponent, Colton Camacho, to get that easy escape point for the entire period. And they both end up off the mat. Cobb looking for his 43rd career win at the Naval Academy. Kemmerer trying to use those legs to power up and through, and does. Kemmerer takes the lead 3-2. Great job to get those legs spread out beyond the shoulders there and brace himself nicely to use that strength in those legs to push up. Get the easy escape point here now for Kemmerer, who has the 3-2 advantage. Cobb again. He's tried to multiple times. Get that arm underneath that neck, trying to keep him pulled down here. Nice job. Cobb takes the lead 4-3. And again, it all started by bracing that arm underneath of the neck. And able to continue the move to finish the takedown here and get the 2 points.
30 seconds remains, 30.
Down to 15 seconds. Cobb amassing some riding time, up to 40 seconds there. That's the clock you see up top. Period clock is down at the bottom as we're under 10 to go. Cobb trying to lift him off ground. Cobb will have choice. He will take the down position here. With Kemmerer for Pitt. Casey Cobb for the Mids.
Caution on Pitt, first of the bout.
There's caution against Kemmerer. Cobb trying to get that escape point so he can extend the lead here. It's up to his feet. Nice job there. Cobb now leads 5-3. Here we go again. Exact same moves. Cobb continues that strategy. It's worked once nicely for him here in the match. See the good job there by Kemmerer to get those legs up, and Cobb able to bring him back down again. Stalemate. Start off in a neutral position with 1:24 to go. Casey Cobb leading 5-3 against Luke Kemmerer of Pitt. minute to go now. Kemmer, the dive down at that leg. Tell both guys been in the weight room doing work. Great leg definition. So that's where your base comes from. And Cobb attacking under that neck area. Trying to brace himself there with 25 seconds remaining. And again, another stalemate. Referee been very consistent in all the matches here. With that stalemate, not allowing that to linger. Trying to get the wrestlers to have action here as much as possible. Obviously now, stall warning against Cobb here. Down to 8 seconds to go. Down to 3, down to 2. That'll do it. Casey Cobb gets a 5-3 win. A 9-3 lead in the dual match. Two-time PIAA state champion, 47-1, 40 straight wins in his career, and immediately with a 2-point takedown to start his career. Also considered Pitt, Rutgers, NC State, Penn, and George Mason. It's Cerniglia. Becomes very decorated here. Kerry Colat's program. Trying to continue the early momentum for the mids here. An escape for Badgett to get him on the board. 2-1 now. Cerniglia. So he said, very important. Navy's lower weights here with some good quality. And then as this thing moves into the heavier weights, a lot of quality experience for Pitt. So Navy building up these points here early. Very, very important in terms of the dual match score. Cerniglia with 2 more to take a 4-1 lead. A lot of excitement surrounding this youngster in the Navy program. Getting off to a good start. Freshman out of Nazareth, PA. The famed Andretti family, IndyCar racing. It's amazing. The state of Pennsylvania. The quality. You could put the state of Pennsylvania with just about any state in the country right now. With multiple sports and the quality that comes out of that state. It's very impressive. We obviously know about, mainly Western PA and football, all the greats that have come out of there. But pound for pound, the state of Pennsylvania may be the best in the country for wrestling. Cerniglia trying to get him over. Give him 4.
4-point near fall for Navy brings us to 8-1.
So the near fall for Cerniglia
1 minute.
gives him an 8-1 lead. Let's see why they're so excited about him. Terrific technical work here in this first period. Being the aggressor, putting his opponent in an immediate hold, putting the pressure on him.
30 seconds remains. 30.
With the strength from Cerniglia here. Try to do it again. Give him 4 more. Second near fall of the period for Cerniglia. Time runs out here. What an impressive opening period for Andrew Cerniglia in a Navy uniform. Give him a 14-1 advantage here after 1. He'll be in the down position here against Tyler Badgett.
Leading 14-1.
Matchup of freshmen. Two more.
And with the reversal,
That's
the
it.
winner by
Technical fall gives him the 20 ACC champ, second team All-American. Going up against Tanner Schedule, number 7 in the country. Second team All-American. NCAA qualifier in 19 and 20. 45 career wins so far in a Navy uniform. One of the highlight matches of this event. Two of the best of the nation debuting against each other here tonight in Annapolis. Schedule went 1 and 2 at the NCAA's 2019 when it was Zach Hartman there. Or 10-2 rather over Tyler Marchand. Dad Chance wrestler in Central Oklahoma. And Tanner Schedule's grandfather, great athlete, the University of Oklahoma, played football, scored a touchdown rushing and receiving in 1963. But then his grandfather Wes went on to play for the Orlando Panthers of the Continental Football League and had 6 interceptions playing on defense, 1966. So the Schedule bloodlines, his brother Scout on the Navy wrestling team as well. So that bloodline's done pretty good work. You played at Oklahoma back in those days, you were doing something. Now the headgear coming loose here for Wenzel. Redshirt senior out of South Park, PA. 2020 ACC champion. 2020 NCAA qualifier. Get the headgear fixed up here with 1:16 to go in the first. Navy leading it 14-3. Great debut for Andrew Cerniglia. A lot of anticipation there. And no doubt, he answered the call in fine fashion. The 16-1 technical fall. Schedule. Try to go down low. So good job to block the move. Again, battle of leverage here. One guy trying to get a little bit lower than the other here. Down to 45 seconds here in the first. So last year entered the ACC tournament as the number 4 seed. Beat the top seed Kennedy Monday in the semifinals to get to the final. And obviously took home the championship. Stalemate here, neutral position, 20 seconds to go in this opening period here in Annapolis. This, in terms of the dual match for Navy, this is a critical matchup for them. Between Schedule and Wenzel. Scoreless.
Pitt will have choice going into the second period. Mr. Wenzel deferring. Mr. Schedule of Navy choosing the down position. Second
Wenzel
period at 1:65.
defers here.
We are scoreless.
Schedule will take the down position. The senior out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The IWA champion. Those extra matches concluding. Got two referees working the match now. Wenzel trying to get the back of that leg and pull him down. And they're going to end up off the mat. Schedule a bit fortunate there. Wenzel had a lock on the upper body. Just couldn't get that leverage on the bottom of the leg to take him down. Again, that leg compromised quickly. Schedule. Lifted by Wenzel. Schedule really having to use his legs a lot here in this early course of this second period. As you would imagine, between two terrific wrestlers here.
Remains 1 minute.
Both good offensively and both good defensively as well. Even though there's no points, riding time amassed here by Wenzel at 1:20. Neither guy able to get on the board here. Remember, Wenzel deferred, so he'll
30 seconds remains. 30. Wrestlers
another stalemate. Schedule never able to get that escape point that usually wrestlers of this caliber count on. I mentioned the key here for Schedule to try and get a victory. They've got a lot of youth and inexperience coming up with these upper weights right now. Get some good quality for Pitt with Greg Harvey and Nino Bonacorsi still on that Pitt roster to come at 184 and 197. Kind of got 10 seconds to go here in period 2.
seconds remains. 10.
Down to 5. Still nothing happening here for 2 periods.
And Pitt has choice going into
Between
the third and final period.
Tanner Schedule, Jake Wenzel.
Position. No points on the board.
Wenzel
Third and final period.
in the down position here to start the third. So as Wenzel did such good work there to prevent the escape, that pressure now on Schedule to try and do the same. Roll over by Schedule. Now the question is, what can you do with it here? Is both wrestlers seeking a valuable point? 1:45 to go. Get on top in this match. Cody Travis, an overtime winner over Cole Matthews in a matchup of ranked wrestlers earlier for Navy. Right now, Tanner Schedule and Jake Wenzel, 1:30 away from the same. See Wenzel trying to reach it, take that head. There's a near fall, 2 points. And again, Schedule tried to roll him over, but he get too much momentum there. So Schedule not only preventing the escape, but getting 2 points out of it as well.
1 minute remains.
Pitt counters. Good job by Wenzel. Both guys were nearly off the mat. That's a sensational job by Wenzel. And now they are both off the mat. What a job by Jake Wenzel there. It looked like both guys were going to end up off of the mat. And Wenzel still have a referee review coming up here. That was a heck of a job by Wenzel. Went from a near fall to being able to counter and getting 2 points himself to get even here with 50 seconds to go in this third period. But again, that's what you expect. These are 2 great wrestlers, 2 top 10 guys. That's what we're talking about over here. Watch me. They were very close to being off the mat. That has to be what they're reviewing here. We can back that up one more time. Matt McMahon and all of our technical crew doing a great job here. Right there. Were they both off? That's very close. Schedule's head is still on the line. And Pitt's Wenzel's left foot still in, and as it plays here, Wenzel's foot comes airborne. Yeah, they're both in. Again, we talk about so much in sports, it's just a battle of inches. It's great camera work by our crew. And the call stands. Pitt gets the additional 2. And 4-2, Wenzel lead. It's great that we have that review. It's quick, it's tidy. Such a quick-moving sport. Just like all sports, we're just trying to get the calls right. It's a good job by referee review there. Down to 30. Wenzel leading 4-2. Stall warning against Pitt. Down to 15 seconds. Good job by Wenzel to get scheduled down. 10 seconds to go here. And after nearly getting a fall against him, Wenzel with a quick move as a counter, and it ends up a 4-2 win for Jake Wenzel. Be a 5-2 win with a riding time. Terrific matchup between two top 10 guys as Jake Wenzel beats number 7 Tanner Schedule here at 165.
Now wrestling at 174 pounds for Pitt, Jared McGill, and for Navy, give it up
That's
for
the
midshipmen,
dual matchup at 14-6 in favor of the midshipmen. Another big matchup coming up here. Jared McGill, redshirt freshman, Osterburg, Pennsylvania. Dean Caravella, senior out of West Caldwell, New Jersey. Caravella, 6-7 in his career at Navy. 35 wins as a freshman in high school. Broke his dad's record there. His dad, Thomas, wrestled at Rutgers. His high school career, Caravella, tournament winning 7 matches in a 30-hour period. The last 3 wins he won by shutouts. Caravella getting an opportunity here, 174 for Navy. Again, right now with some openings at these upper weight classes, as we mentioned, it's a lot of inexperience for the mids. Caravella at 6-7, Finney at 6-7, coming up at 184. Malcolm Wiley, 6-5 as a freshman at 197 for Navy. Riley Smith getting the call tonight at the heavyweight position for the mids. Going up against Greg Harvey at 184 for Pitt, Nino Bonacorsi, 2 outstanding wrestlers. Cole Rickard replaced by Jake Slinger now in the final for Pitt in that 285-pound matchup. Scoreless with 1:20 to go here in the first period. Is leading the dual matchup score 14-6. Extra points for Navy via the technical fall. Great debut for the freshman Andrew Cerniglia out of Nazareth, PA. Freshman winning 16-1.
1 minute remains, 1 minute.
Cerniglia make something happen there. The recovery by McGill. So no damage done. Down to 45 seconds to go in the period. Seconds remaining in the period. mentioned that Caravella, with those 35 wins as a high school freshman at Caldwell, his dad won with 29 and 3. Gotta be fun to see your son break your record. Again, we talked about that lineage, man. Just the Schedule family, the Caravellas.
Second period at 174. We are scoreless.
McGill in the down position here to start period 2. Gets the escape point. Jared McGill takes the 1-0 lead here in period 2. Talked about that value of that escape point now. It's the onus here on Caravella. He's trying to make something happen a couple of times, but unable to really complete the moves. Now McGill, nice job to finish this takedown. Leading it by a score of 3-0. Under a minute to go in period 2. Escape point gives Caravella his first point of the match here. 3-1, McGill. 45 seconds remaining.
30 seconds remains. 30.
Down to 25 seconds to go here in the period. Second period action here in Annapolis. Navy leading Pitt 14-6 in the dual match scoring with 15 seconds now remaining here in period 2 between Dean Caravella of Navy, Jared McGill, the redshirt freshman for Pitt.
10 seconds remains. 10.
Down to 2 seconds, 1 second. That's it for the second period. And Caravella with the choice chooses the down position here heading into this third period. 174-pound match. Dean Caravella of Navy, Jared McGill of Pitt. Navy with a great volleyball player, Matty Scatani, out of the Pittsburgh area. We talked about the sensational quality of high school athletics in that sport, in that state. You name it, you can go find one there. Caravella trying to figure out what he's got to do here. Gets the escape. Had to work hard for it. Down a point now with 1:09 to go. 3-2, McGill. Here in his third and final period.
1 minute remains. 1 minute.
Caravella's been close a couple of times to a takedown, but not been able to complete the move. Now they're both off the mat. A stalemate or stall warning against Pitt. 45 seconds remaining. Caravella's got to find something here. McGill leads 3-2. Almost had it there. He fired. Couldn't quite get it. Trying to make it happen here. Down to 20 seconds. The great thing is, if you're a wrestler here, how do you hear anybody say it to you? It's you out there. Mano a mano. Got to make something happen. You know time is running down. McGill trying to hang on. Leading at 3-2. Down to 5 seconds. Jared McGill is going to hang on here for Pitt and win it by a score of 3-2.
By decision, final score 3-2 for Pitt. Jared McGill. We will now
Jared McGill, Jake Wenzel. Is the junior out of Carlsbad, California, going up against the very talented Greg Harvey. NCAA qualifier from a year ago, number 18 in the country, the redshirt senior out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Again, for guys like Shane Finney, Malcolm Wiley, great opportunities to challenge themselves against two of the best in the nation. Final matchup of the night is going to come down to Riley Smith for the mids against Jake Slinger for Pittsburgh. It's Kerry Collette, his first match as the mids coach. Trying to pull an upset here against number 14 Pitt. Mids opening for two there, and they get it. Good job by Shane Finney. Good reversal, though, by Greg Harvey quickly there. The veteran, 41 career wins. Beat number 20, Daniel Bullard of NC State last year. Third in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Wrestled for Pete Van Tresset, Boyertown High. A good start for Finney to get himself into the match against the very talented Harvey, but as you would expect, great reversal from Harvey. The escape here from Finney. Give him a 3-2 lead here in this early going in first period action with 1:40 to go. Less than a minute now to go in this opening period. Nice job by Harvey. Gets the 2-point takedown to regain the 4-3 lead here with 38 seconds to go in the period. Harvey entering this year at 41-32 in his career at the University of Pittsburgh. Escape by Finney evens us up at 4. So some of the best first period action of any match here at 184 between Shane Finney of Navy, number 18 Greg Harvey of Pitt. Down to 5 seconds. That'll do it for the first period. Choice for Harvey here going into the second period. Shane Finney with a good account of himself here. Harvey defers. Puts Finney in the down position. Just as we talked about earlier, you're trying to keep from giving up that cheap escape point. It's a good job by Harvey to grab that leg, take Finney back down. But Finney works hard, gets the escape and a 5-4 lead. So again, when you're down some of your folks in these upper weights and you got a chance to make your mark, Shane Finney doing a good job here against Greg Harvey in the early going in this match. You stay in the match, make some things happen, and you look up at the third period, you never know. You have a chance to get a win against a ranked wrestler.
1 minute remains. 1 minute.
It's leading the dual match scoring 14-9. Stall warning against Finney here. Can see by the ankle bands. Referee goes up with the green. Something against Navy. Goes up with the red. It's for Pitt. And again, Harvey going down, grabbing the ankle, gets another 2-point takedown. Good job by Harvey in this match. Twice to get takedowns that way. Working that ankle. Down to 20 seconds to go in the period. Harvey leading 6-5. And Finney does get the escape before they go out of bounds. Tied at 6 with 12 seconds to go in the second period here. And a quick 2-point takedown again as Harvey goes down and works on that lower leg again. Harvey will have choice here for this third period with an 8-6 lead. He'll choose down. Harvey leading at 8-6. Harvey trying to interlock that leg to keep Harvey from escaping, but he can't do it. So Harvey now with a 9-6 lead with that escape point. Down to 1:40 to go here in this third period. Number 18, Greg Harvey. Pitt leading it by a count of 9-6 against Shane Finney. Again, the onus here on Finney. Down 3. He's got to make something happen. If you're Harvey, you're obviously, you don't want to be too cautious, because I think sometimes when you're too cautious, you end up putting yourself in a bad spot. Doing a good job here, though, of keeping his leverage, staying lower than Finney, really not allowing Finney in the door. Good block there by Harvey as Finney tried to go down and grab that left leg. Harvey trying to circle around here. He's got the arm locked underneath of the neck, got the leg up. Trying to circle around, and there he goes. He's got the 2 points for an 11-6 lead. 30 seconds to go now. Finney gets the escape. But again, Finney going down for that. Harvey goes down and grabs that leg. 15 seconds to go.
10 seconds remain. 10.
Finney's going to run out of time. And it's going to be an 11-7 victory. The 1 point for the riding time. 12-7 in favor of Greg Harvey. Number 18 wrestler in the country. Fantastic season debut here against Shane Finney, a decorated wrestler at Pitt. 23-5 last year, 44-13 for his career. Wiley getting that leg up. See if he can do something here with it. They both end up off the mat. 15 seconds into this first period. Bonacorsi diving down at that leg. Has the right leg here. Wiley trying to get his leg out. Can't. 2 points quickly for Bonacorsi here. NCAA qualifier, 19-20. 2020 All-American. Right now, if you're Wiley, got to keep yourself here in this match quickly. As Bonacorsi aggressive here early. Has the 2-0 lead. This match, from a dual perspective, could come down to the heavyweights here, with Riley Smith at 285 taking on Jake Slinger of Pitt in the final matchup coming up. Riley's dad played football. He gets the escape point here. Played at Boston University. Good old historic Nickerson Field. which hosted the Boston Breakers of the United States Football League back in the 80s. Of course, Navy now competes with Boston University, the Patriot League, in several sports. 2-1, Bonacorsi still got 1:40 to go here in this first period. Stalemate here. Bonacorsi, good friend of Philippi, swears by Mickey Philippi's pancakes, says they are terrific. Quick two-pointer there for Bonacorsi. Nice job to spin around and complete the move. Gets the hips around. Leads it 4-1 with 1:10 to go here in the second period. If you're Wiley at this point, got to stay in the match. Bonacorsi ends up winning it. We want to give up the 3 points here, and that way to get a victory in the heavyweight match, you can still win this duel here against the number 14 Panthers. We knew this was going to be a tall order for Navy coming in, based on the inexperience in some of the weight classes. But good work early by Logan Treaster, Cody Travis with an overtime win, Casey Cobb with a win, freshman Andrew Cerniglia with a technical fall for the Mids. Back-to-back wins now by 3 straight wins by Wenzel, McGill, and Harvey for Pitt. Had them within 2, 14-12. Down to 15 seconds to go in the period.
10 seconds remains, 10.
Down to 5. Bonacorsi getting that riding time here in the opening period. 1:45 seconds on his side.
Navy has choice going into
Malcolm Wiley will have choice.
Mr. Wiley defers.
He will defer. Bonacorsi will choose the down position.
At 197, it's in the lead 4-1.
Wiley trying to deny the escape point here. Bonacorsi's up to his feet. Wiley latching on to the bottom of that right ankle. Now he's got him underneath of the quad. Warning against Navy.
Caution on Navy for false start. First with the bout.
False start called against Wiley. 1:38 to go here in period 2. Wiley, two-time Georgia State champion in high school. 2-point takedown for Bonacorsi here. Snagged that leg and again got the hips around. Same move we saw from Greg Harvey working so well in his match against Shane Finney. Bonacorsi again. And again, when you're ranked number 5 in the country, you're technically sound. There's no doubt about that. But again, just taking what's available to him from Wiley right now. Bonacorsi building a 6-1 lead with under a minute to go here in the second period. Bonacorsi, 147 wins at Bethel Park High. 2-time PIAA runner-up. Finished 3rd in the ACC last year. Wiley got the escape point, but Bonacorsi comes right back with 2 more now with 30 seconds to go in this second period.
30 seconds remains, 30.
And they're both off the mat. 24 seconds remaining. The escape for Wiley gives him an extra point, though, and it's 8-3 with 20 seconds remaining here in the second. Bonacorsi shoots for the leg, misses. Nice job by Bonacorsi. Again, just simply getting those hips around. Simple fundamental technical move from Bonacorsi. Gets the 2 points, and he will go to the third period with a big lead at 10-3. Wiley will take the
Navy has
down
moved
position.
into the third and final period.
2 more minutes to go in this matchup.
Choosing the down position.
Wiley choosing the down position.
Provided by Pitt.
Of course, he concedes the escape point,
Period at 197.
and he leads at 10-4.
10-4.
Bonacorsi, look at the work to the ankle again.
Pitt escape.
And he does get the escape point, but Bonacorsi counters with 2 more. Down to 90 seconds remaining in this match. And they're both off. If you're Bonacorsi, it's to your advantage to pull him off, get him back in the middle of the mat here. Because you're trying to match at this point. Is an escape point awarded to Wiley at 14-6. If you're Wiley, you're just trying not to, at this point, get beat by a technical fall. Give up those extra points here. You can see Bonacorsi trying to, again, drive those hips around, and he gets it. 60 seconds remaining. 16-6 lead, the escape for Wiley. Makes it a 16-7 matchup. Stall against Navy, and again, Bonacorsi just diving down at that leg. He's just been terrific. It's a 19-8 matchup. Now Wiley in a dangerous spot, trying to roll his shoulders forward here. Bonacorsi finishes the move, takes the 2 points. 21-8, under 30 seconds to go. Wiley gets the escape. Bonacorsi trying to finish this off. He's got his feet on the mat, trying to roll him over to get a pin. Down to 13 seconds. That would be a disaster for Wiley and Navy as a team at that point. They're both off. You could see the left foot of Bonacorsi came off the mat. At least certainly from this angle, we had a pretty good shot of it straight across. The foot came up in the air. It looked like it went off the mat. But it is 2 more points. See, watch that left foot right there. Just briefly. Just briefly, but it did leave the mat. Down to 2, down to 1. What a performance from Nino Bonacorsi in this 197-pound match. Riding time 24-9. George Mason, 13 and 17. His freshman campaign in the green and gold over at Fairfax. About an hour and 20 minutes from here. Smith, 18 wins in his Navy career. Outstanding high school athlete. Lettered in baseball, football, track and field, and wrestling. Conference champion in the discus throw. 2-time All-Stater in the state of Michigan. Trying to get the mids. Some points in his final match of the night. Slinger trying to get the hips around, and he does. Gets the 2 points to start things off. Slinger out of the Pittsburgh area, to Upper St. Clair High School, on 136 matches in his high school career there. And the one thing, too, with him, Philippi also transferred from UVA back into Pitt. You have a quality leader like Keith Gavin in your program. Kids are going to be attracted to that. Kids that may leave the area for a little while, they come back because they see such quality in a leadership position at that program. Makes it a very attractive destination. Coach Gavin's program already making their presence felt in the ACC. Finished second last year to NC State at the ACC tournament, missing by 4 points in the team total, but they beat NC State in the dual match during the course of the year. Also led by one of their great heavyweights, Demetrius Thomas, a year ago at the University of Pittsburgh. Also, a lot to like here for Navy tonight. Their first matchup of the season. It says Cerneglia's technical fall. Cobb and Tribus, ranked wrestlers with wins. Treaster in that opening matchup, beating Colton Camacho of Pitt. Good experience for Jacob Allen taking on a wrestler like Mickey Philippi. Again, you get better wrestling good people. This is why, Kerry Collette, gets a team like Pitt on the schedule and say, hey, let's get better. Let's go challenge ourselves against a program because we want to be where they are. We want to put ourselves in a position to be a ranked program. Two nothing. Slinger with the early takedown. Just got the fall there. Almost had it. 2 points. Gives them a 4-0 lead. Final seconds of period number 1. Solid start for Jake Slinger of Pitt. Slinger will choose the down position. Whereas this is an area at some point this season, John Birchmeyer likely to be in play for Navy. Let's see Smith trying to show the strength there, trying to grab that left ankle. Good movement here by Slinger to keep Smith from being able to get to that ankle. Point for the escape. Gives Slinger a 5-0 lead now. Slinger with good momentum there. Nice 2-point takedown. Love the agility of the big man here. Showing you both from an offensive and defensive posture so far in this match. Gives Slinger 4 for the near fall there. Slinger put into this position. He was initially going to go in the extra matches, but rewarding his coach's confidence here as he replaced Cole Rickard in his high school in the top match here at the heavyweight level. Down to an 11-0 lead with 30 seconds remaining here in this second period. Now just essentially being heavy, laying on Smith, and again, trying to roll him over here. Get the strength from Slinger. Very impressive here. Give him 2. And a 13-0 lead for Jake Slinger as the period ends. Riley Smith will have choice. Choosing the neutral position. Right now, Smith's play here is to try and get a pin. Trying to work on that leg. Slinger trying to get the hips around. Immediately, the grip right under the neck of Smith. Now 1:35 to go. And they're both off the mat. 1:26 to go. Referee encouraging them to have some action. Right now, if you're Slinger, the mission is just don't get caught by something here and end up in a bad spot. You can imagine what it's been like for both of these teams. Smith trying to go down and work on that left leg. And basically, it's just been you in your wrestling room when you've been able to get in there. Look at Slinger. Thomas was in a position again. Give him 2. And a 15-0 pad here. 49 seconds to go. Again, just the fact that these guys have been able to get out here and compete tonight, step number one for them here in the spring.